So when I left high school, I was invited to come play football for West Point, and then I hurt my knee. So I actually went back and finished up in a small private college in North Georgia. We had a family farm there. My dad needed some help out there. And then I went back after I graduated there. I actually went home, and my dad said, because originally my original plan was to go to work with my dad. And he's a small business owner, and I was going to go and help take over the business and stuff like that. And he said, in his infinite wisdom, said, I want you to go do something else for a year. So when I went back home the semester before I graduated, I met the principal at the local high school that I graduated from. She introduced me to the football coach, and next thing I know, that spring, before I didn't even go to my graduation, I was already down there teaching and coaching football for spring football. And then I just fell in love with it, never looked back. At the end of the year, my dad asked me if I wanted to come back, and I said no. I said, I think I found what I like to do, and that's teach math and coach football. And then from there, 3 or 4 years in, I went to Stetson and got my master's in educational leadership and never looked back. And then came to Leon County. My wife wanted to get her doctorate, and I was about to be an assistant principal down there in Volusia County, and my wife said, well, I want to go get my doctorate. And I said, well, no time's like the present. We better do it now while we're young. So we came up here. I started all over again in Leon County, and I never looked back. Came to Deer Lake in 2010, left for 1 year, and was able to come back as the principal after 1 year of being at Godby High School. And I loved my time at Godby High School when I was there. And but they asked me to come back, and I said, Rocky, I'll do whatever you need to do. Let's do it. Do I ever want to leave Deer Lake again? Nobody wants to leave Deer Lake, really. We do have a family here, and I want to make sure our teachers and our kids have the best. Just yesterday, one of our secretaries who had been here for 20 years retired. And at the end of the day, I would probably say for 9 minutes straight, every single kid in our school came up to the front office and hugged her before she retired. You know, we had a dinner for her last night, and I would venture to say probably we have 55 teachers on campus. 45 of the 50 teachers went out to dinner with her last night. So that's the type of atmosphere that we really have here at Deer Lake. So nobody wants to really, it's, you know, even when you're a senior in high school and you're going off and you're trying to do new things in college, you always have that thing in the back of the head that you always want to go home, you know, pack up your laundry and go back for a weekend just because you miss it. So I would always miss Deer Lake. It's a family. The biggest lesson that I can say that I've learned from transitioning up into being a principal is the management of people. You get a little taste of it when you're an assistant principal and as a dean, but then all of a sudden, you know, I was thrust into where I have 85 employees on the campus and I have 1,000 students, and it's all rested upon my shoulders to make sure everybody's safe, make sure everybody's doing what they're doing on a daily basis. So, and making sure they're doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing every day. And I think so it's the management of the people that I think was the biggest difference moving up to being a principal. Is I never knew how much that, you know, that took on that responsibility and everything.